Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good afternoon, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're having a great start to your Monday. The city of Kentwood has teamed up once again with Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation to host the Limb Awareness 5K this Saturday. Joining us today to preview the event and talk all about its importance is Scott Riddle with Mary Free Bed and also Shelby Henshaw with the City of Kentwood Parks and Rec Department. Thank you both so much for being here today. This is set to be a really awesome event this Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Of course, and first things first, Shelby, I kind of want to talk about sort of the overall status of the race and kind of the ins and outs behind it all. So, I mean, just really talk to us about what's really going to be taking place at Veterans Memorial Park this Saturday.
Yeah, we're really excited for the 6th annual Limb Loss Awareness 5K. This year we're partnering with Mary Free Bed, calling it the Mary Free Bed Prosthetics Limb Loss Awareness 5K, and that's taking place this Saturday, April 27th. The race starts at 10 a.m. at Veterans Memorial Park in Kentwood.
And Scott, kind of shifting over to Mary Free Bed side of this whole event. I mean, you got, as Shelby mentioned, this is going to be the 6th one of these. I mean, why was this something that you guys really wanted to push forward in the first place and really start it off and then also keep bringing it back year after year?
Well, good question. And, Mary Free Bed's mission is restoring hope and freedom through rehabilitation. And as a very community-centric, nonprofit provider of orthotics and prosthetics through Free Bed, we really see that occurring within the walls of our clinics and our offices, but also very much outside of the walls in the community. And that means being an active part in connecting the community, and that means being an active part in creating these events and partnering with entities like Kentwood Parks and Rec that create these events that can really serve as goalposts and beacons for our patients, especially those coming out of amputation. So Kentwood Parks and Rec, they hold the preeminent 5K, limb loss 5K in the state, and I think they hold the only limb loss 5K in the state. So the partnership makes a lot of sense, and we're so grateful to be partnered with them in this way and to create an event that can be a real success for the community.
Absolutely. And, this is an event it brings so many smiles to so many different people who do show up to an event like this and even who just watch it kind of later on, seeing all the great things that it does to people. Shelby, I want to shift back over to those people that are interested in potentially helping out or maybe even running. Maybe this is the first time they're ever hearing about a race like this. I mean, what are some of the best ways for them to either get in touch with you guys and potentially get those registrations filled out, or maybe even if they just want to volunteer and help out in any way they can, how can they go about doing that?
Yeah, so like Scott's mentioned before, this is an all ages, all abilities event. So we welcome anyone and everyone. And all of our information is available online at kentwood.us/limloss5k. There's opportunities there to register for the race and be a participant. Also opportunities on there to volunteer for the race. So whether you want to help on the course, help with packet pickup, or just help with overall logistics for the day.
Last year, if I can add to that, last year we had an Olympian participate in the event, and we also had somebody who was only a couple months following amputation, and he walked the entire thing. And just to echo Shelby's points, we really welcome anybody and everybody, regardless of skill level, or if whether or not you even have limb loss yourself. If you want to support the community, we encourage you to come out as well.
And Scott, I mean, you mentioned it, you had an Olympian, somebody who is training for something like this. You had somebody who is freshly kind of getting used to their prosthetics potentially, and, but they still want to show up to an event like this. I mean, what does that mean to you to have kind of this wide range of people that show up and, just being able to participate in an event like this, and you guys are hosting it and giving them that opportunity to really showcase their skills in a variety of different ways?
Yeah, I mean, that community is so important to successful outcomes, and advocacy is so important. And there are in Michigan alone, 5,000 amputations per year in this state. So if you think about how large that community is alone, and then once an amputation occurs, very frequently you need some type of device through the entirety of your life. So the community is enormous, and advocacy is really important for two reasons. One, it connects the community to address the mental challenges that can be so a part of life if you have limb loss. And then secondly, advocacy in the community allow for change at the state and federal level. And as an example, currently recreational type prosthetic legs i.e. running legs, are not considered a covered benefit from most payers. So when we can bring this community together, we can have a louder voice, a singular voice at the state level and federal level, which can enact really important change for the community as well.
Absolutely. And I do want to remind everybody that the race itself is taking place this Saturday starting at 9 a.m. over at Veterans Memorial Park. And we've got all the information you need to know right now on our website, woodtv.com. But kind of shifting back, taking a step back now as we're speaking to, two major organizers for this race. I mean, just talk to us. Shelby, I want to start off with you. I mean, what really is your hope for this race in an event like this where there's not just people participating, showing off their athletic prowess, but also ways for people to learn a little bit more and really experience what other people might be going through and learning from them, and maybe they're new to something like this. So really, what do you hope that people that show up this Saturday get out of it?
Yeah, really our goal is kind of trifold. It's one, getting out into the community and just being active and participating in something healthy. The second is really just growing that community and that advocacy for limb loss and limb difference. And then finally, it's raising funds for our adaptive recreation program. We serve and are the most robust adaptive recreation program in the state of Michigan. We serve lots of people, but with that comes a lot of equipment and supplies needed.
And Scott, same question to you. I mean, as somebody who works with people who maybe are suffering from limb loss or maybe have these prosthetics and they're trying them out for the first time, or maybe they're used to it and they want to spread that message to other people that might be going through it. I mean, what do you hope that people get out of an event like this?
If the event results in one extra connection per participant, then I think that's a real win. So my hope is that people attend and while they're at the event, they talk and they can share stories and they can share challenges and successes. I think that would really benefit so many people.
Couldn't agree more. All right, Scott and Shelby, thank you both so much for stopping by the live desk today. We really do appreciate it. One last time, I want to remind everybody that if you're interested in volunteering, registering, or you just want to know a little bit more about this race, well, you can find all of that information right now over on our website, woodtv.com. Shelby and Scott, one last time, thank you so much for being here today. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Phil.
Of course, I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm Phil Penarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.